This is the 11th lecture in a series of mini lectures that I've compiled that I call the Excellent Internship course, subtitled How to Land a Great One and Carry It Out Successfully. My name is Michael Griffin. I'm a 30-year professor. I've been 30 years at the University of Massachusetts Dartmouth, mostly teaching accounting during that time period, but I've also for the last decade been heavily involved with our internship program. So I like to share some different things that I've learned by being involved with that and dealing with interns and internship providers. We've done that in these little lectures and a couple of books that I've written. So let's take a look at this particular topic, which involves the common skills that employers look for in interns. I find potential interns, my students, get a little nervous about the type of skills that they're going to need to carry out an internship, especially if they're going into a highly professional situation, such as my area of accounting. You're going to go work in a public accounting firm. What kind of skills are you going to need? You're going to go work in a corporate accounting office at some big firm in Boston or New York City. What are they looking for? Our students get nervous about that. So what I tell students, and this is from my experience, one thing that is huge in almost every internship are some basic skills in Microsoft Office. In my area of accounting, you got to be pretty good with Excel right from the start. But usually it's Excel, Word, and PowerPoint. And I tell my students, look, you've probably had a lot of experience with that so far, but if you're a little bit unsure of yourself, go do some basic training on it. Google some tutorials on Excel, Word, and PowerPoint, and just work through them. There's our particular university subscribes to a service called Atomic Learning, and there are great videos on every type of software you can think of, and certainly the Microsoft Suite is part of that. Maybe your school has that, or you could just simply use the resources that are online, but come up to speed with the basics. And certainly if you're in the accounting finance field, Excel. You have to have decent communication skills, if not excellent communication skills. And so if you're not the type who likes to speak up and talk or write, you're going to have to force yourself to do that. You've got to, if you sit there and never contribute in class, now is the time to start contributing. You've got to ask questions in meetings. You've got to be able to write a good email. You've got to be, the communication skills are really, really valued in internships. You have to be able to prioritize projects and execute multiple tasks. I was just speaking with an intern the other day. I said, how's your job going? He's working at a large corporation. How's your summer job, which is an internship? How's it going? He said, well, I worked really hard today for 8 hours. I was busy all day trying to balance a series of different tasks. And that is often the challenge. Prioritizing your projects, being proactive, getting the work done, and balancing a lot of things at once. You got to be able to work with minimal supervision. Most internships are going to have some kind of supervision. At least that's my hope. But the supervisor can't be there all the time guiding you. So you have to find a way to get your work done without constantly having someone look over your shoulder. And so the last important point is time management skills. I find the students who have been very busy during their academic career, perhaps they're in clubs, perhaps they're in sports programs, they've had to balance a lot of things, and in order to be successful, they've had to manage their time well. Those make for the best interns. If you haven't had a situation like that, now's the time to learn some basic time management skills. Prioritize things, make a to-do list every day, try to stay on task and engaged with your work, and you'll be fine. Those common skills sometimes have to be learned, and it's just in telling you about these basic common skills, it might get you ready to go into an internship and be successful.